Rebel soul child got a fist balled. I'm a respawn of ancestors and I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up. I get checked up, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's TheMaximusKane, and of course I had to do an impressions video of Battlefield 2042 because I did one for Vanguard, I did one for Halo in their betas, and I got to do it for this one too. But before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you know whenever I put up new content. Let's continue to grow the channel. I mean, yeah, I got 100 more followers on Twitch, but I fucking hate Twitch, so that's why I'm here on YouTube. I like YouTube a lot better. I don't like streaming live. I like being able to do my videos, and sometimes you'll get raw footage where it's just me playing a particular game, like you saw on Halo and some on Vanguard. Well, not some on Vanguard. Vanguard I cut and clip because I had to find the parts that weren't the most boring fucking things in a goddamn fucking beta. So I had to cut. This one I cut because there's so many things going on in this game. So I cut some parts, and I ran this on both my Xbox Series X and I ran it on my PC. So you're getting parts of this. Well, actually, you're going to get this one. I think I just put no, I did run some of this with my PC, but I did not use a keyboard and a mouse because I'm just not used to it. I don't play computer games, period. I don't play shooter games or anything on a computer. I did play Apex for a little while, Warzone for a little while, which is trash. And I'm going to tell you that in a second, why I think it is. I'm going to tell you why I think people have their expectations low. So let me get into that first. So I saw a video where somebody put, if this beta is so far back, because this is supposed to be a 3-month-old beta, maybe almost 4 months. Some are saying 2 to 3 months. Some are saying 3 to almost 4 months of this beta being back. But let me just say, I can tell you right now that I don't think that the beta that they released is close to the finished product. This is what I think it is. And I'm just trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be what you call it here. I'm trying to be positive. I think that they released this beta from a few months ago, and I think that the devs have a checklist. Okay. And I think the checklist that they have is, okay, we've already fixed this. We're hearing feedback from our customers. We've already fixed this. We've already fixed this. Oh, I didn't know this was a problem. Let's fix this one. And then the graphics itself, they're not bad. They are 4K HDR on my Series X. They're also the same on my PC. I know some people had some problem running it. I mean, this is not bullshit. Some of the bugs in here, mainly one of the bugs, the big bugs, were that the servers were not working. And that was true. The servers were not working. They were crashing a lot. They were crashing for a reason. Because they fucked it up, I guess. But it's optimized. Halo was optimized for the Series X. This is optimized. Well, at least the beta. I mean, I don't think it's optimized for one or two particular or systems or anything like that. But I ran it on my Series X, and I didn't have a lot of problems with it at all. Standard shit that I would see in a beta. And on my PC, I didn't see any problems either. I no problems at all. My PC, even though I was using a controller, I was using my PC on some of these. And I mean, I got a pretty powerful PC, but I know people who have done this on their PCs, and they're pretty powerful. A lot of them are more powerful than mine, and they were having problems. I wasn't having problems. I got a 5700 XT AMD. It's a dedicated, graphics card and 32 gigs of RAM. And I mean, my computer's a beast. I mean, it's just a beast. But there are people out there who have computers that are way more powerful than mine, but they were having problems. Luckily, I didn't. But I only played a couple times on my PC, just because I prefer playing on my Series X, just because I'm just used to console. Now, if this was only available on PC, I might just do it on PC, just because it just makes it simpler for me to record it if I'm recording on, through OBS or whatever. It's just simpler to do it as opposed to having to go through and do anything else if I'm not doing a live stream. So, and some people are not happy with the specialist. Let me tell you about the specialist. There's an assault specialist, a medic, an engineer, and a recon specialist. Okay. Now, it really is not that big of a deal which specialist you have. And you can change your specialist right here, right there. There's a recon that I'm playing as right now. You can change the assault package you have. You can change the loadout that you have. You don't have to have what they have there. You can pick the loadout that you have that they suggest. And then you can change the guns, change whether you want an ammo crate, a medic, whether you want to throw a frag grenade, whether you want to throw what I'm carrying right now is a sensory grenade so I can know where people are around. You can change all that. It all depends on what you like. For me, I stopped going with the recon drone. With the recon guy, and I went with the engineer just because he carries. That's the difference. You're gonna have an engineer. Damn, I took that tree out. The engineer will have the engineer carries a turret as opposed to a drone like the assault package does. And of course, the medic will carry a particular gun, which you can use to heal yourself and other people, which is actually a pretty cool freaking gun. The movement of the vehicles, I'm not used to flying anything. So apparently I'm not used to driving this goddamn tank either. But so the specialists are a minor thing. If people don't like it, I don't know what to tell people. It's something that they put in, but it's not like specialists like they put in, back in the day in Call of Duty or different specialists that people didn't give a fuck about back in the day. Not back in the day, like in the past few Call of Duties, like specialists were okay back in, Black Ops 2. I believe they had some, and Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 was Cold War. So no, it was no. I don't remember. The reason I don't remember is because I don't give a shit what the specialists are here. I just go with the guns I want, what I want to use, and that's what I go with. I don't worry about all that other shit. So maneuvering the vehicles, you got to get used to. I did eventually get used to driving a tank. You do get to press on a boost by holding down the L stick if you're playing on a console. I forgot what it is to play with a PC because, again, I was using, my controller instead of the mouse and keyboard. You do have countermeasures like you just saw with the tank right there. It blew off smoke, so if somebody's targeting me, they don't know that I'm there. in this particular map, this all-out war, you have to capture these places. It's like a big domination, okay? So you have to capture these places, and one of the good things is you can capture this flag here and this domination, capture the flagship, whatever. And you can stay in your tank. You don't really have to get out of your vehicle. You can stay in it and it'll still do the same thing. You don't really have to get out of it in order to capture it. Like, you don't. So one of the differences here is, like, you can see at the top it says C1. There's C1 and there's a C2. You have to capture both in order to capture that particular part of the map. So you have to get both in order to get that C that's in that map. You have to do that. That's the only way it's going to work. You have to capture both. Now, the game doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win by how many, areas you get. It's going to depend on how many people you have left. So if you have 5 people left and 400 and something people left, and your 5 people are the last ones gone, you done. So you're finished with it. The gunplay is realistic. It's realistic. It's phenomenal. It's fun. And they have this wheel on there, and you've seen it a couple times, where you can change things on the fly. If I didn't say this before, I could tell you now, man. To be able to be prepared with whatever gun you got, whether it's an assault rifle, whether it's an LMG, whether it's an SMG, even your goddamn pistol, man, whatever it is, to be able to make adjustments on the fly. And I'm not talking about pressing start like in, Call of Duty, where you decide, oh, this is the gun I'm going to pick, and I'm going to pick it with all these different attachments. This, I'm going to change my gun when I die the next time. Nah, you ain't got to do that. So you can keep the iron sights on like I have right now. I'm using the engineer at the moment. He's got the turret. You can see it's the third one from the right. I'm also carrying a ammo crate in the middle and a frag grenade on all the way to the right. Right now I think I'm using an M5. But look at that. You can change all that on the fly, and you're talking about your iron sights. You can talk about just the sight overall. So, like, say you're just using iron sights because you're close up, you can do that. If you're close but not that close, you can go to a red dot. If you're farther away, which you will see me use in a little bit, you can use a scope. It's just easier to get to the people who are farther away. You could do that on the fly right away. You ain't got to sit there and wait until your next game, until you die again, to get a different gun. To put that wheel in there, to be able to make changes on the fly, is incredible. It's one of the best things I've seen in a game. I enjoy it. It is fun to do, to be able to be ready for basically anything. If you're carrying a sniper rifle, though, I mean, there's a little difference to carrying a sniper rifle. You can definitely have your ACOG on, your scope, see far away. But if you are close up and your main weapon is a sniper rifle, you just better change to your secondary and your pistol and start shooting like that if you get close up with somebody. This is not a game like Warzone where you can camp the whole game and just shoot people from nowhere. They will find your ass quick. There's so much going on. There's so many vehicles moving around. There's so many helicopters shooting shit down, planes blowing shit up. You can sit at the top of the tower right there, which is section B right there where I just died, where you saw the helicopter is just killing people. You can try and sit up there and snipe people from the top of that roof, and you might kill some people, but your ass ain't going to live like that the entire game. It's not going to happen. Warzone for me is trash. It's just, Yeah, you're on the same map, and I know that this beta is on the same map, but there's constant shit going on. Now, in Warzone, unless you're getting chased by, for example, a bounty, if you're getting chased by a bounty, then of course you have to move your ass out of the way. You have to. You ain't got no choice. But if you're not getting chased for a bounty, you really do not have to do anything. You ain't got to do any of those missions or get any of that shit. You ain't got to do shit. All you got to do is hide, wait until there's one or two other teams left, go and kill them, survive the gas, and win the goddamn game. You have almost no points. It doesn't matter. I've seen somebody do the shit. Actually, I've seen a few people do it. They don't do shit in Warzone. They let everybody else kill each other. If they're getting chased by a bounty, they'll move. They'll do whatever they have to. They'll kill somebody if they'll kill their enemies if they're following them or whatever. But other than that, I've seen a dude do his whole match where all he and his team does, they don't give a shit about how much money they got. They don't care. They just did the whole thing where they just hid the entire fucking game, moved as the gas got closer, waited until there was only one team left, and hid in the bunker, killed out the entire team, the other team, and won the match and got the W. So you can do that in Warzone. And anybody who says you can't do that in Warzone, I don't think so. I'm sorry. If no, you can't. And I know this is a big team deathmatch. This is not a battle royale. Battle royales suck. And anybody who tells you the battle royales are still alive and kicking, they're not. They're not really alive and kicking. They're not. They've already hit their prime, and sooner or later you're gonna see them shits disappear. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I was doing the Halo beta last week, um, people were saying, please do not put a battle royale mode in here. And there were people saying, please put a battle royale mode in here. There were more people saying, don't put a battle royale mode in here than there were the people that said that do put one in. I don't want a battle royale mode in Halo. I hope they don't have one in here if I decide to get the game. Because I'm not going to buy the game right away, because I want to make sure that what I'm seeing right now is not the finished product. Because like I said, I'm trying to keep my hopes up that this game is going to be it's fun. It's good right now, the way the beta is, regardless whether you think it's shit or not. Because of the bugs in it, the game is fun. It's just absolutely fun. And I didn't even tell you about the tornado yet. But the game is fun. It's absolutely fun, ridiculous. It's addicting. It's just one of those things that, you pick it up and you like, really? And even with a buggy game, put it this way, okay? With all the bugs and shit in this beta, I'd rather play this beta every day than touch Vanguard. To tell you the truth, I'd rather do that than touch Vanguard, period. In a year where you have two games who have not had a new game come out, a new game with new multiplayer come out, but Call of Duty's been doing it nonstop. They haven't taken any breaks. And then they bring out Vanguard. And yeah, people are saying the same. Oh, it's a beta. Well, if you're going to say it's a beta for Vanguard, then don't give this any shit and say, oh, it's just a beta. The beta sucks. And the beta for Vanguard sucked, but the beta for Vanguard sucked because the game is boring as shit. It didn't matter what the bugs and shit were in the game. It was that no matter what you did, it was still boring as hell. This game, regardless whether there are bugs in it or not, in this particular beta, if it is like the devs say, and the beta is 3 to 4 months old. But the gameplay, the gunplay, the way you react, the movement of your character, the movement of the vehicles, um, the gunplay itself is just one of the best I've seen and felt. Now I'm gonna change to a scope right here and take out these guys on the roof. You can change that on the fly. You can't do that shit unless you have one on your gun already. I mean, you could take it off in Call of Duty, but you still have to wait until you die. Um, I know one guy talked about, I mean, he's a Call of Duty ride or die kind of guy, where he was like, Halo's trash because they only have one assault rifle, one this, one that. Good. I'm glad they only got one assault rifle. I'm happy about that. I don't have to go choosing for shit. Either it's one assault rifle or not. And if they do put in more assault rifles, that's fine. But he was like, "Oh, they got just one assault rifle. You can't make you can't change anything on it. No attachments or nothing like that." Well, you know what? Call of Duty is a whole different thing as opposed to Halo. Halo's not even. It's a space futuristic kind of thing. It ain't Call of Duty. Remember when Call of Duty tried to do the space shit in Infinite Warfare? Tried to go into space and fucked everything up. Yeah, they don't do that shit. And even with all the bullshit you can do in there with their gun, they still fucked everything up. So let me tell you about the tornado. Besides this wheel that you can make all these changes to, which is still one of my favorite things. Let me tell you about the tornado. The tornado does affect things in the game. There's a video, if you look up for Vanguard, it's not a long video, but you'll see it says tornado either engulfs or sucks up rocket, because that's rocket to the left right there does take off. You can actually ride that bitch if you do it right. You can ride it. I don't know if you'll survive it because I know you can ride it as it takes off, but yeah, I ain't trying to do all that shit. The game is fun. The game is not boring. The tornado. Let's get into that. Besides the fact that it sucked up that big ass fucking rocket. You can jump, run, fly one of those planes, helicopters. You can ride your tank into that bitch. It will pick your ass up. It will throw you around. It will move you. You can survive if you're not getting shot, because you can still get shot. People could just aimlessly shoot into the tornado. Shoot into the tornado and you can get killed. And don't forget, there's stuff that's flying around. Also, like helicopters and shit like that. They can do the same. Oh, there's an execution. But one of the things that's good about the tornado, it does not come out in every match. So it's something that you play, and when it does come out, it's something that's rare for you, and you're like, oh, shit, tornado's out. And you instinctively want to run towards the goddamn tornado to try and go into it. Even if you think you don't want to because you ain't played the game yet, trust me, you want to either run into there, fly into there, or drive your damn shit into there, because it is that much of a crazy thing. It does affect gameplay. So that does happen. What else? With the tornado. Oh, what I like about this also is, as you can see right now, it's a nice bright and sunny day in all out war. That's not the case in the entire game. You can go into this map and it could be a nice sunny day, and you can go into this map and it could be raining really bad or whatever it is, and it really doesn't matter whether you're doing what you're doing in here, whether it's a tornado coming out or not, because just because it's raining and it's bad weather does not mean a tornado is going to appear out of nowhere. You can get those splashes of water on the screen. You know it's raining. You know it's, you just know it's not all, because war is not all in beautiful sun and shit. Okay, that's not the way it works. So the vehicles feel great. I got to get used to flying some of the vehicles because damn, they're hard for me. I don't know how it is for everybody else, but they are hard. I saw a guy on, I forgot where it was, on Instagram saying how, people, as soon as Vanguard comes out, people will stop playing Battlefield. Apparently, he's a little off on his dates. I think Vanguard comes out first, but I could be wrong. But if Vanguard comes out first and people are playing this, when Vanguard comes out first, I'm going to tell you this right now. Nobody's going to give a shit if Vanguard comes out first. It'll just give people a month to see how fucking boring it is, unless the devs come up with something that's going to change everything and make everything into a fucking miracle and change everything into godlike shit. People want diversity. They want something different to play. And I can tell you right now, off the bat, this is fun. Halo was fun. This is a year of first-person shooters coming back who have not been around. Halo hasn't been around with a new first-person shooter. Battlefield hasn't been around with a new first-person multiplayer shooter. But Call of Duty's been out. And sometimes it's not about what game, how good the game is. Sometimes it's just about whether you're fatigued or tired of a particular game. So I'm going to give you my last thoughts on this game. Now, while there are bugs in this game, I'm trying to be hopeful that while the bugs are in this game, that it is what the devs say, that it's an old build and we should see something better than that coming up in the future. That this is exactly what they say. It's just an old build that is not even close to the finished product. So playing the beta, even with the bugs in it, I still give it, I still approve of it. I still give it, like 2 thumbs up or whatever the fuck you want to say. I would suggest this game, if it is better in terms of not having any glitches or anything, I would suggest getting this game, because everybody who is still waiting to see if there are problems with the game, if the everything that's messed up in the game is taken out and fixed, if this will or will not be the finished product. So a lot of people are going to play it. A lot of people have ordered it already, and a lot of people are going to wait before they buy it. I'm going to be one of those people that's going to wait before I buy it to make sure that this game is exactly the way I want it to be. So for me, this game has everything that you need for a shooter, something that's diverse that you want to play. So I hope that helped you out. If it did, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, stay safe, cherish the time you have with one another, because you never know how much time you're going to have left. And I will see you guys soon, because the next thing I'll be doing will probably be Back for Blood. Peace.